Okay, y'all, so we are back in the kitchen today. I've got two kind of like meal prep recipes that we're gonna make, and then also we're gonna make a super delicious, fun dinner. I cannot wait for it. It's gonna be so good. But first we're gonna start on our meal prep. I actually have leftovers back there that I'm heating up for Bunky and I for lunch today. We went and got Japanese last night and it was so good. But you know, like whenever you go eat Japanese, you have like leftovers for days. So we're gonna have that for lunch today and then prep stuff for the rest of the week. And before we get started cooking, I do wanna say a big thank you to Catalina Crunch for sponsoring today's video. I am so excited to tell you guys more about them in just a little bit. Look at how much rice we have left over from last night. It is insane. And then there's like steak and chicken in there too. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. Okay, so first things first, we are busting out the air fryer. And then I've got some chicken tenders right here that I'm gonna go ahead and put in a marinade. Now, two things. One, I get asked probably almost daily what my honey mustard Italian dressing marinade is, and it's just equal parts. So we're gonna do some of the chicken in that, and I'm gonna show you my little like extra something that I've been adding to it. And then I'm gonna do the other chicken tenders in a different marinade. But two, I never ever think to use the air fryer to make my chicken. I always do it just like in a pan on the stove top, but I've been seeing so many people like on TikTok and Instagram use their air fryer to just make like chicken tenders for the week, and I'm like, that is so smart. So much easier. I'm sure it tastes like even better. So that's what we're gonna do today. Okay, so I've got my 2 bags of chicken here. And of course you can use whatever Italian dressing that you want. This is the one I have on hand because this is what was on sale. But I will say, I really love the Ken's honey mustard. That is by far my favorite. I feel like it is superior honey mustard. So that is the one I always use. So like I said, I just kind of do half of each. And of course I just measure this with my heart and my eyes. There's honestly no like rhyme or reason. If you want it a little sweeter, add more honey mustard. If you want it a little bit more zesty, add more Italian, whatever your heart desires. Now for my like little zhuzh of what I've been doing, y'all know I love this Kinder's garlic and herb with sea salt and lemon. It is so good. So I've been adding a little bit of this in there as well, and it just like takes it over the top. And then for the second flavor, I'm gonna do kind of like a blackened chicken. I just want to have lots of really good flavor. So I'm gonna do this chili and lime seasoning, a little bit of smoked paprika, a tiny bit of onion powder. I'm really trying with my onion powder, some garlic powder, of course, this cracked pepper Parmesan because it is also so scrumptious, and then salt and pepper, and of course I'll add like a little bit of oil in here too. So now I've got these nice and combined, I'm gonna go ahead and pop them back in the fridge. And if you wanna leave these in the refrigerator overnight so they can get like really nice and marinated and have all of that flavor, you totally can. I'm just gonna do mine for a couple of hours and then we'll pop them in the air fryer. And we're gonna have these for lunches this week, like in a wrap or on a salad, anything like that. Now, while those are in the fridge marinating, we're gonna go ahead and get started on the second recipe. And I'm so excited because we're gonna like meal prep a really easy on-the-go breakfast. You could do this so many different ways. I've always wanted to make a quiche, and I was trying to like rack my brain and think if I ever actually have, and I don't think so, but we're gonna make like little mini individual quiches using crescent roll dough like in a muffin pan. They are going to be so good. And I feel like the best thing about a quiche is like you can add in whatever you and your family love. You can change up the meat, you can add in more veggies, like make them your own. You can even do lots of different variations in one pan. So I'm so excited. Let me show you what we're gonna use for ours. Okay, so to go in our quiche, we're gonna do some bacon. I have some hash browns right here. I'm just letting kind of thaw out. I also have some frozen spinach that I'm letting thaw. We're gonna add in some feta to ours, a little bit of light sour cream, and then to season it, we're gonna add in a pinch of nutmeg. And then instead of salt and pepper, I'm gonna use the cracked pepper Parmesan because I think that'll give it some really good flavor. Bunky and I are trying to eat a little better this year and just, you know, switch up a few things to just be a little more healthy. So I'm excited to like meal prep these and have them as a quick and easy breakfast. Okay, so you wanna start by frying up our bacon. And as I put it in the pan, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it into bite-sized pieces because we're gonna want bite-sized in our quiche. Okay, so bacon is cooked. We're gonna let this cool and kind of drain off any of the excess grease. If you were going to add onions to yours, you could saute the onions with the bacon until they're nice and translucent. Still make sure you drain off any of that grease. But if you're adding onions, do it that way with the bacon. Now, over here, I have my little setup. So my muffin tin pan, we'll go ahead and spray those and get our crescent roll dough in there after we make our egg mixture. I'm gonna start with 3 eggs and see if that's enough. And I'm gonna use like my big measuring cup so that I can like easily pour the mixture inside each little muffin hole. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just give these eggs a little whisk. And then the recipe that I'm going off of says to add in 1 cup of light sour cream. I feel like that is a ton for 3 eggs, but I'm going off the recipe.
I say you roll with it, boo.
Bunky says to roll with it.
That's gonna add that fluffy factor to those eggs in our quiche.
Well, thank goodness it's light sour cream because that's a ton. And I just have literally like the small little 8-ounce 1 cup container. So that's why I'm not measuring it.
You want to eyeball that one?
I didn't eyeball that one. And I'm going to do our little bit of nutmeg and our cracked pepper parmesan.
Oh yeah.
I add it to everything now. It is my favorite seasoning.
That is a flavor bomb.
It really is. And it's just like the perfect flavor for everything. Okay, let's whisk this together a little. Okay, gonna just add in my little hash browns. Now for your spinach, if you're using the frozen, of course, you want to thaw it and then wring it out. I have wrung this out like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. And I still keep getting water out of it, but at this point we're going with it. And then our bacon. Y'all, these are gonna be so scrumptious. And last but not least is our feta. And then we're just gonna stir this all together. So the way that I'm doing this is just like putting in the like widest part down here, and then what's left over, like this excess part, I just kind of like wrap around so that all of the edges are sealed and there's plenty of space to like pour in our egg mixture. And then I think I'm just gonna actually spoon in this mixture. So just like a big spoonful into each one. Okay, I have a little bit left over because you're supposed to use 2 cans of crescent rolls, and I had 2 cans, but the other one had been in the refrigerator for a while and I did not realize it was very out of date. So we're just gonna stick with what we got. So these are going into the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. Y'all, look at how good these came out. I feel like they look so scrumptious. I'm gonna probably get them out of this muffin pan so they'll like stop cooking, but then they can kind of just like sit and rest and cool. And of course, Bunky and I are gonna have to taste test one of these before we let them cool completely and put them in the freezer, but they look and smell so good. Okay, Bunky and I are gonna taste test this, of course, but I just want to cut into it and see like what the center looks like, you know? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's looking like perfection in there. Wow, that looks good, Bunky. You want the bigger part?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you the big piece of bacon. Cheers.
Cheers. If you don't cheers your food, you're
doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. Ma'am.
Uh-huh.
You like that, don't you?
Bunky, I love it.
That is really good.
Oh my gosh.
Is this going to replace the sausage muffins for you?
No, I love those so much. But this will be like a good, like we can mix it up.
I like this better.
You do?
I like this better than the sausage and cheese muffins.
Oh my goodness. Now nothing can ever touch those. For me, they're like the top of the top. But these are delicious.
Yeah, that filling is like so fluffy.
Yes, it is.
And then the
it definitely needed all of that sour cream.
Yeah, and I really like the spinach in there. Like that's really good, that bacon and spinach together.
And the feta kind of gives like a little tang.
Yeah.
But then the crescent roll dough is like a little sweet.
Yeah, I mean, this is really, really good.
And then the bacon is salty.
Yeah.
And then the potato, like, it is really, really good.
See, if you're asking me, I would probably trade the potato for tomato.
Oh, yes, you would love that. Yeah. Well, you know, you can put, like, onions, peppers, tomato.
I guess you can put, like, any combination into that, because it's just, like, the egg and sour cream mixture and feta.
Right. Plus your toppings. Or you can do cheddar cheese. You don't have to do feta.
Yeah.
I just thought feta would be really good.
No, feta is...
Mo feta, mo beta. That's what y'all told me.
It's a nice way to go here. But yeah, this is really good. Like, I'm glad to have these available for the next...
couple of days.
That's so good.
It is.
I think I might eat another one right now.
Oh my goodness. Well, I was just going to say, I'm going to let the rest of these cool off, and then that way we can put them in the freezer, but I guess Bunky's going to have another one.
I might see that small one.
You can have the little teeny tiny one.
I'm just so shocked at this.
They're really, really delicious.
Really good.
Y'all, I don't want to say that, like, Bunky and I are shocked, because I knew this was going to be a really good recipe, but we're also, like, equally as shocked at, like, how amazing they are. This is, like, one of our favorite recipes we've made in a long time.
I know, and I think it's like that spinach that's in there. Like, it just really... It's so subtle, but it really, like, pops out at you. Like, it's not overpowering, but, like, when you get some of it, I mean, it's just really good.
But also we did the nutmeg and the cracked pepper parmesan, because I feel like that gave it some flavor, too.
Yeah.
I like you can taste the nutmeg.
Yeah. I mean, they're just so tasty.
Yes. Okay, before I get this chicken in the air fryer, I do want to just say the biggest thank you to Catalina Crunch for sponsoring today's video. Y'all, it was actually kind of funny because I tried it and I knew how delicious it was. And then I gave it to Bunky to try and he kind of looked at me like I was crazy. And he's like, what are you giving me to snack on? And I was like, just taste it. And then he tasted it and he's like, oh, I'm pleasantly surprised. This is really good. Then he went back for more and he's like, wow, this is really good. And then he kept going back for more and more and he's like, I can't get over it. I'm like, I know, it is so delicious. So I'm so excited to tell you guys what our favorite flavors are and a little bit more about Catalina Crunch. So at Catalina Crunch, they believe that no one should ever have to choose between healthy and tasty, and that is why they are obsessed with creating snacks that are both nourishing and delicious. Each one is made with protein, fiber, good fats, real ingredients, and very little to no sugar. We love their snack mix. They have 4 savory flavors to choose from. There's cheddar, ranch, spicy kick, and traditional. The cheddar, y'all, it's my favorite. We love that one and the ranch. They're all good, but the cheddar is definitely my favorite. The spicy definitely has a kick. With me and I trying to eat a little healthier this year and knowing that I'm someone who loves to snack throughout the day, it feels so good knowing that I can have a tasty snack that I feel good about eating. And the cheddar just tastes so cheesy, and I love the crunch of the cashews. It is just so wonderful. The snack mix features the Catalina Crunch cereal, high protein chickpea pretzels, and a mix of cheese crisps and nuts. It's very hard to say cheese crisps. It's also low carb and it's higher in protein than most similar snacks. It's keto friendly, but not just for those who follow a keto lifestyle, and it's made with clean ingredients, nothing artificial. You guys are going to love it. They also have some delicious cereals and cookies that are also very scrumptious, and we had this delicious snack tray last night while we watched the football game. Y'all, I cannot wait for you to get your hands on these and to try them. All 4 flavors are so good, but I definitely love the cheddar and the ranch. Those are my favorites. So if you want to try Catalina Crunch, then just click that link down below and then use my code JessicaO, and that's going to get you 15% off plus free shipping on any of the Catalina Crunch mix packs, and an even bigger discount if you decide to subscribe. You can try their variety pack, which is like 4 of their top sellers, or if you already have a flavor that you love, you can get a 4-pack of those. So be sure you take advantage of this offer and click that link down below. Okay, y'all, so we're gonna get this chicken in the air fryer, and I did go ahead and lightly spray it. This chicken has such good color. It's gonna be so delicious. And you will have to tell me, if you use your air fryer a lot, do you have like the little air fryer liners, and are they worth it? Do you use them? Let me know, especially if I'm going to start cooking my chicken like this more often. Well, so that our air fryer isn't too crowded, I'm just going to do the one flavor and then the other. So we're going to put this in here at 400 for 12 minutes. That's it. Do you hear that sizzle? Oh my goodness. Yo, this is how you do the chicken, Bunky. Like, it smells so good. It looks like it's perfectly cooked. It didn't make a mess all over my stovetop. Like, this is the greatest thing of all time. Now, of course, we have to taste test this, just, you know, temperature check of the deliciousness. But I have to tell you, when I just cut into it, it's literally cooked perfectly. Perfectly.
Give it a little squeeze here.
It's juicy, it's tender.
I'm very surprised at like the texture that it has on the outside.
Almost like a little crisp.
Right, it doesn't, I wasn't thinking that was gonna happen. My gosh. That's so good.
It's so good.
We need to do this from now on because that is way better than doing it
in the pan. 1,000 times better.
For sure.
Like every Sunday, I just need to like meal prep us some chicken for the week.
For like, yeah, like 3 or 4 days?
Yes.
And have it for lunch every day?
Totally impressed with the air fryer chicken.
I think we should just go ahead and finish that one.
We can have the one.
Yeah.
And actually, this recipe that I like found about this chicken, this girl made like blackened chicken tenders in the air fryer, and then she ate them like on a little wrap with like lettuce and honey mustard and like something else for her lunch during the week, and I thought that sounded really good. Also, I have been trying to make my own homemade ranch, and I want to perfect it. Like, I be making my homemade ranch without the Hidden Valley packet. I'm talking like my own seasonings, fresh dill in there, like all the things. And I used buttermilk. I didn't get it like the right consistency this time, but I'm gonna perfect it, and then I'm gonna give you guys my recipe. But Bunky, you have not tried it yet, so you try my recipe and tell us what you think. Like, give us your honest opinion.
Okay.
And you can be bluntly honest.
I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna give it a taste, and I'm gonna let you know.
And tell me what you think. Okay. First things first, it's too thin.
That's looking pretty runny, boo. It's very dill forward.
Really?
Very dilly. I mean, it's not bad.
Really?
No, I mean, it tastes good.
Okay, let me tell you a funny story.
It could be thicker.
Yes, but when I originally made it, I didn't feel like there was enough dill, so like I got me some out, and then what was left in there, I added more dill. So I haven't tasted it since I added the extra dill.
I feel like we're missing a crucial component of ranch flavor.
Chives.
Was that maybe? I don't know.
I put onion powder in there, but maybe not enough.
Yeah, there's a little something that's not there.
Okay, I'm gonna perfect this.
This reminds me more of like a tzatziki sauce right now.
Okay, yeah. Y'all, all I can tell you is that if you are not cooking your chicken in the air fryer, you're doing it wrong. Because this is like amazing. Okay, so we're gonna get started on this third recipe. I cannot wait. I was gonna make it last night, but this girl right here, she was not feeling well yesterday. The whole day, we knew that like something was off about her. She was really shaky and just not being herself. And then finally last night, the only place that she would like settle down and get comfortable and stop shaking was if I held her. So I just like didn't even make dinner. We had frozen pizza and then some of those chicken tenders, and I just held her like all night long. But she is feeling so much better today. She's been playing with her toys and drinking water and eating, so much better today. Now I know you have seen, and I've made it here on this channel, the like infamous viral recipe with the feta and the tomatoes in the oven, and then you mix like pasta into it. You guys know it's so good. But have you ever seen it or tried it with Boris and cheese? This is going to be a game changer. So we're gonna try it out today. I literally am like drooling just thinking about how good this is gonna be. So to our baking dish, I'm gonna add in 1 container of tomatoes, and then to make it extra creamy and cheesy, I'm gonna do 2 of the Boris and cheeses. I'm doing the garlic and fine herbs, but you can do whatever flavor you want. Okay, I'm gonna drizzle a little olive oil over top of this. We're gonna do a big crack of salt. Now, depending on your spice level, you can add however many crushed red pepper flakes that you want. I'm gonna do a pretty decent amount. I want a little heat in there. Okay, again, totally preference, but I'm gonna do a generous amount of fresh garlic that I just minced up as well. And then you guys know I love to get these from the grocery store. They're just so easy to like throw into any dish. So I'm gonna do a generous amount of this on top. So that's all the ingredients that's going into the oven. I feel like this is just already such a pretty dish. Like this just looks so beautiful. I wanna like get a cracker and eat it. But we're gonna pop this in the oven at 400 for just about like 12 to 15 minutes until that cheese is melted and the tomatoes are nice and soft. And then I have water over here that I'm starting to bring to a boil for our pasta. Okay, so I just pulled this out of the oven. It was like sizzling. I can see where those little tomatoes have kind of burst. So we're just gonna kind of like smush those tomatoes and mix it in with all of that cheese and yummy goodness. Look at that cheese. Like that's what I cannot get over. A few of these tomatoes are like a little bit more firm. And I did leave it in there for 15 minutes. I'm thinking maybe 15 to 20 would be like perfect. And here's a trick. If you can't get a few of the tomatoes to bust, then just take a little fork and press it down on there and they'll just burst right open. Do y'all see this? I am beside myself and we're not even done yet. We're not done. Okay, I'm just gonna dump these noodles right into our dish. Oh my gosh. And then I'm gonna add a tiny bit of pasta water. We're just gonna stir that all together. Wow. Yeah.
I'm really liking, like, I think one of my favorite parts of this is gonna be all the tomato skins.
Yes.
Like that is.
See, I knew you're gonna love those. And then to top it off, I'm gonna add fresh parm all over the top.
It's looking great.
Oh my gosh.
You get it?
Yes, it's looking great because I'm grating it.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get the beautiful pasta twirl.
Get that twirl in there.
Might need to.
I think we need better tongs. My mouth's watering like crazy, Bunky.
Okay,
we tried.
We got to work on that.
Let me show you how it's done.
How's it done?
I can't do it either.
Wow. Just what I just tasted so far. It's like a garlicky, cheesy tomato explosion. That is so good. I was gonna say like, we need some chicken or something in there.
No.
This is one of those pastas you just eat by itself.
Is it one of like the best pastas ever? Do you like it better than the feta one? Tell us your thoughts, Bunky.
Of recent memory, up there at the top of the list.
Wow.
I mean...
Is it too spicy?
Oh no.
Okay, good.
Although I guess you put some red pepper flakes on there. They're starting to kick in a little bit.
There's a kick.
But this is really good.
I cannot wait to dive into this. Okay, let me tell you my thoughts on this. I cannot get over it. When I tell you that you have to make this recipe, trust me, you will thank me so much. It is so creamy and rich that like red pepper flake gives it definitely a kick, but not like overwhelming. It's a perfect kick. It's garlicky, it's herby. It is insane. Like it's cheesy, but not like in a chicken Alfredo type of cheesy. Like in a better way. My mouth is watering so bad I can barely even talk to y'all. But trust me when I tell you, you have to make it. And it was so simple. Very great, like easy weeknight meal recipe. Cannot tell you enough good things. So that is all of our recipes for today. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen. I had the best time. I hope you did. Tell me if you make any of these recipes. And don't forget to check out Catalina Crunch down in my description box. You don't want to miss out on that deal. I love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Give this one a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Bye y'all.